Adding unlike fractions is our focus lesson for today. And when I say unlike fractions, I mean fractions that aren't in the same units, so they don't have the same units and they don't have the same denominators. An example of adding unlike fractions would be half plus 3/5. Both fractions are unlike because one is dealing with halves and the other is dealing with fifths. So to make them like fractions so that we can add these two fractions, we have to find what is called the LCD. And that is least common denominator. Sorry, my handwriting's so bad. So in order to find the least common denominator, we have to look at the 2 and the 5 and think to ourselves, are there common factors between the two numbers that will give us a product, a similar product, but not just any similar product, a product that is the lowest product possible. A strategy you could use to find the LCD could be taking the 2 and multiplying it by a set of numbers to get a product. So I multiply 2 by 1, I got 2. 2 by 2, and I got 4. 2 by 3, I'm going to get 6. 2 by 4, I would get 8. And then 2 by 5, I'm going to get 10. Okay. Now I'll do the same for the 5 to see if there's any commonalities in the products. So 5 times 1 gives me 5. 5 times 2 gives me 10. Okay, so I'm already noticing commonality here. So the 5 right here has a common factor of 2, and 2 over here has a common factor of 5. So, therefore, the LCD between 2 and 5 would be 10. So since we established that the least common denominator between 2 and 5 is 10, the 5 had to be multiplied by 2 to get the 10. So, I would need to multiply our denominator by 2, and also the numerator by 2. Okay, on this side, our 2 had to be multiplied by 5 to get 10, so I'm multiplying this fraction by 5. And then my numerator by 5 as well. And remember, to get the same like units to add the fractions, I'm multiplying each of the fractions by respective numbers to get the same units. And the units that we will now work with is tenths, because the LCD between 2 and 5 is 10. Now comes the fun step where all you have to do is multiply your numerator and denominator. So we get 5 tenths plus 6 tenths equals 11 tenths. Okay. 11 tenths is our answer to half plus 3/5. However, it is an improper fraction, and typically when you derive to an improper fraction as a final answer, it's not really a final answer until we reduce it to a mixed number. And the mixed number for 11 tenths is going to be 1 and 1 tenths. So 1 and 1 tenths is our final answer for half plus 3/5.